Hi everyone, my name is Connor Tulluck. I'm a solution architect here at Nearmap, and today I wanted to take the opportunity to walk through one of our newly deployed web applications, the Solution Architecture Project Hub, and also really just kind of give a little bit of background on what our team does here and how we can best be utilized to support the sales process. So a little bit of background about Solution Architecture. We are a small team based out of the US at the moment, and really what we're here to do is support the sales process from an enterprise type perspective, where we may have a large client who loves the data, loves our product, and wants to buy, but the product fit from a technical perspective is just not quite there yet. So what we're here to do is to help close those gaps, maybe write a little bit of custom code to reformat our data, maybe assist with bulk downloading content, restructuring, really understanding the client's use case, and assisting them to scale up and solve these bigger problems that they're trying to solve so they can make a very comfortable buying decision. So we're not brought into every deal, but only on these very specific technical and ultimately kind of larger deals where the time and effort that we're spent can be very easily justified from a cost perspective. So that's on a pre-sale side of things. We also will step in a post-sales role if a deal's been sold and a client's really struggling to apply their own custom delivery systems, scaling up. Their developers may be struggling a lot. We will also step in to make sure the clients stay happy, and then they will go ahead and renew their subscriptions, right? Something that we want to avoid is on a larger enterprise type deal. We have a frustrated client over a year where they're really not feeling like they're getting the full value. So it's almost a customer support type role, right? But something where we only will step in if it's a very technical ask, something they're struggling generally with APIs or something of that nature. And then we also will support from a custom tool set, right? So building out pre-sales tools that can either directly support sales as a whole or support solution engineering, or building out custom tools that can be applied to a wide variety of clients. So a really good example of a custom tool that can be applied across the board to developer type clients is the building of a Python standard development kit. So this is a bunch of Python code that really is existing to support developer type clients as they're trying to scale up their solution, right? We want to reduce the time it takes for them to get comfortable with the APIs. We have some tools in there that can support bulk downloading, downloading by parcel, things that are kind of common use cases that a lot of clients may have to spin up, but we want to shorten that time, that development cycle for them so they can be more confident in that buying decision and also really just make sure they're extracting as much value as possible. So that's kind of a little bit wordy background on what our solution architecture team is here to do and support. Now I want to move on to kind of, how do you get access to some of these more common tools that we're building out? So that's really what the Solution Architecture Hub is for. It's a centralized location to quickly find these web applications or these development kits that are meant to support the pre-sale cycle and also any kind of additional demonstration value. So things like the demo gallery web app I'm going to quickly touch on, as well as the front-end user interface for the transactional API, primarily for insurance. I'm going to get a little bit more into specifics on how to use some of these individual apps on other videos, but I want to keep this one really short, just kind of treat it as an onboarding. So what we have here is the Solution Architecture Hub main page. You can see some of the newer applications are just on this main page here, just for easiest access. But if we see at the top here, there's a couple of tabs for the home directory, which is what we're in now. We have a team page that will kind of explain who the members of our team are. Again, we're a small team. There's only 3 of us at the moment. There's a support redirect for if you need quick access to the support team, which generally solution architecture is not purely support. So there are opportunities where you may need to redirect to them easily. So that's there. And then probably the most important drop down is going to be this project redirect. If I scroll down here, there's just a couple of quick descriptions of some of the applications we have that are up and deployed and ready to go. This Nearmap demo gallery web application is absolutely fantastic. I'm going to go ahead and make another video to walk through just because there's so much content in there. Recently deployed Nearmap JSON viewer, so to kind of help Again, probably a little bit more for an SE type application, but for a client who wants to better understand how the APIs are delivering JSON data specifically, this is a good visualizer to explain how that tree is built out using a really great open source library called JSON Crack. And then, again, the transactional API web app for insurance is kind of described very quickly here as well on the main page. So if I go ahead and move over to the project hub, it's kind of the last thing I want to show. Again, this should be not a comprehensive list, but at least applications that we want to make accessible to internal use cases all in one place right here. So you can see I mentioned that Python SDK, the demo gallery, insurance front end, the JSON viewer, and then there's a couple of other projects that are ongoing. So again, really just kind of a exciting new application. You're going to serve as that centralized repository for anyone who's looking for these applications. They're going to have them all in one place. But again, always feel free to reach out to the solution architecture team if you are working on a either looking for any of these apps or have questions about any larger enterprise type solutions where you feel that we may be able to qualify that and spend time building out a more of a custom solution for them to help close those gaps. We're always a quick email away. So thank you everyone for your time. Please feel free to dive into the Solution Architecture Hub and take a look, and appreciate it, and thank you very much.